Hello everyone, Tarsis here back with another Silverandblood video. So we finally got ourselves the new vassal Leticia. So let's talk about her skills, what artifacts I can recommend, do her trial to actually break down her kit, couple of sample runs for PvP and floor 2 of the Crypt of Doom, and then my final thoughts on her. So without further ado, let's move straight into her kit. So what we have here is Leticia. She is a melee single target damage. She is also tagged as a Bloodborne medium equipment warrior, Crescent Moon, and a physical damage dealer. She's also the first Oathsworn vassal we have for this game, and she provides the Wind Chaser bonus, which gives the Windwing stacks and a couple of other synergy buffs like synergy damage reduction. She also shares 40% of the Windwing stacks to the initiates. So let's say you have Leticia and Van Helsing, she shares 40% of her stacks. And once it's reached to 40, Van Helsing will have 16 stacks of Windwing. So let's move on to her basic attack. Starting off with Dagger Claw. Dagger Claw is her basic attack that deals 150% attack physical damage to the target. This is very simple, it's a single target attack. And then we have her special Twin Shadows. Every 3 basic attacks deals 2 instances of 600% attack physical damage to the target. If crit hit is inflicted, restores HP for 40% of the damage dealt. And then we have her ultimate. Her ultimate, Howling Cry. This costs 4 blood souls and deals 1100% attack physical damage to a select target and 600% attack physical damage to enemies around it. The bonus crit multiplier granted by Windwing is also increased by 50%, and 80% of any excess crit rate is now converted to crit damage, up to a maximum of 300%. And then lastly, her talent, which is the Synergy Wind Chaser. When the battle begins, Leticia gains 15 stacks of Windwing for each additional Wind Chaser vassal deployed. This triggers up to 2 times, and she can gain more stacks of Windwing when damage is dealt with basic attack or special. So yeah, that's pretty much about her kit, and it's mainly revolving around crit rate, crit damage, and the synergy buffs. Now let's move on to her artifacts. So for artifact recommendation, I can easily recommend Peacemaker given the high scaling of her ultimate, though you can also replace it with Eye of Truth, since she's mostly doing her damage with basic attack and basic attack can crit, along with the additional attack speed minor, level 5 upgrade. Now let's move on to her trial. So we're finally here on her trial, and let's see what she can actually do on the battlefield. As you can see, the synergy is currently activated right now since there are 3 other initiates, but as long Leticia is here and 2 other initiates are also in the same team as her, it will activate into max stacks, which requires 3 members. So let's start the trial. So let's see her special first. So after a couple of basic attacks, she will do her special, which will heal her. And then let's use her ultimate. Let's clear this first. So her ultimate is basically a single target damage. And let's cycle it again so we can see that she can hit the other enemy with a lower amount of damage. As you can see, it hits her. And then just finish up this trial. It's really simple. It's not like complicated that you have to place a circle around. It's just basically targeting something and it deals damage. So that's the only thing you have to keep in mind. And now let's move on to the sample runs. Let's start off with the Floor of Doom, and then we're moving on to the PvP. So welcome back. So Leticia is really quite simple to use, but is she really worth pull? Right now, I cannot really recommend her, and I actually thought that by pulling her, I would have an easier time clearing the floor tree of Crypt of Doom, but it wasn't the case. So we might have to wait for Serapina to release in order to actually check out the full potential of this synergy. And I must say that synergy buffs might be actually game-changing, though I don't think it will power creep Timeless Iona, since for the most part, they are releasing content which basically just counters her usage instead of like, remember Night of the Hunt, where Stella and Fanny shines the most? And the Prophecy, where the enemies have magic damage reduction with high magical defense. So for now, save your pulls unless you really want the Satin Boudoir tier 3. I did build my Leticia. She is tier 3 and she has 3 Echo Gear at the moment, and I will definitely regret that building decision if Serapina also sucks. Maybe they will be both useful for the upcoming clan hunt next week and the new Night of the Hunt season. Anyways, that's it for me in this video. Leave a like and sub if you enjoyed this video. You can also share your thoughts on Leticia down in the comments. For written guides, visit us in pridewin.gg or read what I made in the spreadsheet. Both are linked in the description. We'll try to update as soon as we can, but it was super busy with October due to the new games coming. So please bear with us. And as always, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.